go ahead and let's go do an auspex. So that's a scrutiny or inquiry.
Scrutiny plus detection.
And
Alright.
machine spirit that I'll be helping out with here.
Yeah.
I don't have a very good check for that, so.
I do. So let's see. I'll be doing the aid machine spirit, so that give a bonus. Let's see, that's tech use, MIU, tool. Yeah, I'm running at 100 right now. Good thing too.
Oh God!
Once again, you're one off a botch.
You
Well, that's not
jammy
botch, is it?
bastard.
It's actually 100 would be a botch for this.
Um,
I get
It's a
confused-
pass.
Yeah. I know, just 100 is an automatic fail. It's Call of Cthulhu 98, 99, 100 is an automatic fail.
Right. So,
So here's
So-
the scrutiny. Let me guess. Of
of course.
In
Yeah.
keeping.
He's
in
our
keeping
pilot.
with our-
Just having a quick look to see if no, Trust doesn't have it.
I've got
Yeah,
22.
I've been wanting
myself.
to get it, but I can't yet.
No, looks like
I'm
no need
gonna
to look
ish-
scrutiny, so I think it's a basic.
Yeah, it's basic, so
yeah. we'll just have
26 is
to
all I got.
oh, it's better than me.
Or is it fellowship or intelligence scrutiny?
Intelligence.
Perception.
Oh, perception, I
Perception.
should say.
I've got 53
okay.
perception.
Yeah, mine would be 16.
So that's 25 plus 5. Or we could just use the crew, which gets 30.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, I think the crew are probably better than we would.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, you can delegate that to your crew.
Okay.
What was
gentlemen,
I roll
look into-
100?
Okay, gentlemen, we need to find that. Manufactorum. Yeah, Manufactorum.
Manufactorum, yeah.
Yeah, we need to track down a Manufactorum. That is why we're here, and we're now living without it.
So that's
Extra.
35,
Right.
and I'm sure you'll have the hover, so 45.
I will hover.
which
And
is
it
not
finds it
actually all
gets-
that bad, but
And who finds
Yeah.
it shall have a golden doubloon. A golden doubloon.
The doubloon, you say?
I think Trash should roll the scrutiny just for that one.
I got 26.
No, you mean-
Yeah.
you-
No, I mean you roll the 100 to see if the crew passes.
Yeah, you roll the crew skill, because you're the one promising the balloon.
Yeah, you're the one who's doing all the great sort of speaking up of it.
Well, that's what you have me here for.
actually,
Well, he passed.
Booyah!
nice.
There you go.
Yep. So,
Alright, saw it first. I saw it first.
So your scan of the planet brings up a few interesting things. Firstly, there are plenty of satellites in orbit, but no weapon systems. If there was a weapon system, then it's obviously been scrapped a long time ago. There's quite a few things that are obviously supposed to look like weapon systems from a distance, but they have no power running through them. And there's only really one major city on the planet, which seems to have most of the factories there. There's heat sources across the the planet, but it seems that most people are living in a near medieval setup. There's just one major industrial centre, so it's a good idea. That would be where the manufactorium is.
Makes sense. So, okay, so he was bluffing us. Not very well, because civil auspice check proved that he was full of it.
Do we
Either
know
that-
where he was? Or where he is? Is he in one of the satellites or anything like that?
No, it's just that he's near the manufactorium. You're pretty sure you can figure out which it is. There's only one, really big building.
Okay.
What are these satellites for? Just communication, or
Most of them seem to be junk. So it looks like it had quite a high-tech, prisoner tracking system at some point. But they probably had everyone fitted with a GPS. but whatever happens is broken down over the years, and they're using these satellites as a self-defense network.
In inverted commas, yeah.
Self-defense network that doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
It's a
basically,
bluff.
it's a bluff.
Yeah.
know
And see if
that.
there are communications. I wonder if there's any records that we can tap into.
You can have a go at accessing.
Let's see, would that be a scrutiny check or?
Be
Query
a
or-
tech use.
Alright.
Alright.
Who knows, maybe we can get a lead on our pirate friend.
Alright, I'm tech using it up then.
Yeah, you can. That's like 2-3 degree success, isn't it, for you?
I'm up against 100, so if I got the hover, then that would be 2 degrees of success.
Yep. So that'll be enough to. You can hack into the satellites. There's no active data being. There's not much active data being pulled in, and the files that are on there seem to be in some sort of code.
Code? Could I crack it?
You can have a go, crack it. You got Cypher?
Cipher? Does anybody have Cipher?
Cypher.
No, it's not my.
I've
Wait,
got.
yes. I do have Cypher. This
Bloody
is,
hell.
Oh,
Hurrah!
which particular Cypher do we need?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because I think I got a navigation cipher, or a Navis cipher.
I have
I've got
no Vader cipher.
Well, it's not Rogue Trader, but try Navigation Cipher. That's probably the closest.
Okay, got my personal family cipher. It's the only one I've got. What cipher has Sebastian got?
I'm an astropath. Well, he knows-
Right, where's my... Yep. So that's going to be an int skill, because I can't find it. Ah, yeah, there it is. 42. Whoop. Oh, no way.
No, it's beyond
try?
you.
It's not in navigation. It's not in our family's language.
41 plus 45. Wait, 41
Yes,
minus 45 for my Cypher astropath. Is it anything to do with astropath?
No, but if you passed, it's a relatively modern cipher, as in this is being used on data that's being collected recently, so it's not an old data store. It's something that's being used regularly.
Would a scholastic law cryptology work, or is cryptology something different?
Actually, yeah, cryptology would work. Yeah.
because I'm intrigued.
Like,
Yeah. Once you get your head round, I think Cypher is the wrong one. I
right.
think cryptology is probably the best choice. So yeah, after a bit of tapping around, you crack it open, and it's pretty much a stream of data being pulsed out deeper into the system.
Any target that we can tell?
It seems to be centered around one of the other planets, about 2 AU from where you are currently. In further into out away from the system towards the edge of the like the safe zone you can jump from. It's transmitting sort of data. It's mainly business data, so it's two-way from whatever's out there, telling where the requests for guns and stuff like that, and orders for luxury food supplies, various stuff that they want on the prison planet. So it's business data for gun runners.
Mm.
Hmm.
So those things actually could be just hidden gun platforms.
Well, no, it's being passed through them. It's not anything to do with them. They're just using the system
It's
to.
being used as a message relay point.
Yeah, they're using it to get stuff from
okay.
the planet to this other planet deeper in the system.
Is it within the
Nickname.
system, or is it within?
It's at
Or
the
is it-
edge, he said.
Yeah, it's towards the edge of the system.
If you like, I can try sending a message there,
I'd
and
say
see
no.
if I get anything back.
I don't know. We don't know.
Well, we
there's
could
some
go.
kind of-
we could just pop over and say hi.
Is there some kind of
With
we
guns.
could do that. We could keep track of it because, like, if there might be some kind of unless some kind of keyword in the records that we're supposed to use, or some kind of passcode that's required, might just make them scatter and we lose a lead. Might better drop in now as a happenstance.
Yeah, you can track both ways though, so you can absolutely cement where this signal's coming from on the planet, because it seems to be a fairly regular like transmission. You know where it's coming from on the planet anyway.
Does
And,
it name any names?
yeah, Kadji's name is mentioned several times.
Good, good, good.
Um,
Is Ketch outgoing or?
yeah, outgoing name.
Okay, so somebody. Okay, so Ketch isn't here because if it's outgoing, it's going toward that other planet, correct?
No, it's stuff from him is outgoing, so he's on the planet,
Okay.
but he's signing like the request for more, better booze and stuff like that.
Okay.
Basically
then.
trying to make his life
let's
easier.
Try. All right then. Awesome.
Are there any
Well,
names?
guys, looks like we got our payday on top of this, on top of everything else. Let's triangulate that position. See if we can figure out where he's at. I have a feeling he might be the same place where oh so helpful governor is located.
You can say dictator, you know.
I was going to say dictator, but it was referred as the governor.
It's 40k, everyone's a dictator.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much. That's
and
just
the
how it
governor.
goes.
'Cause
Pretty
it
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much needs the same thing in the 40k universe.
All right, I suppose Mr. Macarius, I'm sure this is your area. Would you be so kind as to triangulate the position of our little chatty friend?
Sure. Chucky's, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Hard one, so minus 30.
Minus 30 to triangulate. That puts it at 70. Gonna get a bit of hover.
Yep,
Okay, so 80.
easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You pretty much even know which room it's being transmitted from.
Well, that
I
gives us
wonder. Could we use the Telvortarian to beam him up here?
You can't target that easily with a teleportarium. You have to have a... Beaming out is fine. Beaming in is very tricky.
Oh, we're not beaming in, we're beaming out.
Well, you can beam... Yeah, if you want to jump in with the teleportarium, you've got a chance of doing that.
Can we just drop a macro cannon shell on them again?
Might damage the
We're gonna
factory.
kind of need evidence here, gentlemen.
No, we don't. It's,
No, we don't. It's a
what do we need
prison
evidence
world.
of? It's
It
a
might be
prison
worth
world.
Who's gonna
alive.
care?
Yeah, we might be able to get some nice little business opportunities out of him.
Were
Oh, that's a
there any?
point.
Were there any names coming from the other direction?
Only really one. The Illustrious Delight seems to be a ship. And that seems to be captained by a... Sorry, 1 second.
Zerson.
No, it's not Zerzan.
God damn it.
It sounds like the kind of title.
Everything is tied into Zerzan. Everything.
Well,
no.
that ship sounds like
I'm-
something he'd
That'd
have.
have been a great bonus.
True.
Vanya. An Alsalsi Vanya.
Rogue traders to see if I know who that is.
Yep.
I do not.
You've never heard of them. I don't have anything that. No, that wouldn't be anything
They're out there on the
non-Imperial
reach.
knowledge.
They must be into something interesting. To be worth all that trouble and that risk. High risk means high profit, my friends.
If there's a ship out there, do we want to go down to the planet and start harassing these people while there's a chance they could find us?
It's more the fact if we go down there and start harassing them, it's entirely possible that
They go and harass our ship while we're not on it.
Exactly.
If we snatch up this gentleman, Mr. Ketch, we probably won't, if we kill him, we definitely won't have much time to track down Miss Ivana, if that's a lady's name, I don't know.
Well, Alsalsi Vanya is kind of one of those names. It could be either.
Let's call it
Oh.
a female to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point is, Captain Ivana, might get concerned that one of her contacts just disappears, and we can't just guarantee that she'll pop up here. So,
Well, Mr. Ketch isn't going anywhere.
Yeah. I'm thinking we go and see the other people first.
yes, we can let's see. If we get the Manufactorum, I don't think he'll be going anywhere. Anyway,
So
No
this is one of
weapons.
those moving castles sort of thing.
yeah,
Even then, the planet's not going anywhere, is it?
yes. And
Don't
of course,
go
if we
ahead.
abduct him, we could have him. Perhaps we could have him send messages. We could, well, persuade him to send messages and keep in contact with her or him.
Yeah,
That's
Sebastian's
yeah.
great at persuading people.
Oh yes, Sebastian. That's your expertise.
Permanently persuade them, yes.
New friends. So we can go down there and get apprehend Mr. Ketch. And
Brainwash them.
That's such a horrible way to put it. Let's call it psychically remotivate.
That's
What,
pretty
the
terrible.
skill is going to be the breaking of all my plans, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
This
you
is
were right
why-
when you groaned in the thread when you saw that he bought that skill. The
Mind
moment
control,
that players
destroying
get a
the-
hold of mind control, the game is set.
Yeah.
This is like giving the players a deck of many things that doesn't suck all the time.
Yeah, this is why you ban telepathy in Inquisitor games. It's very tricky.
No, the last time I dealt with a deck of many things, I used sleight of hand to put it into a poker deck.
Best game of poker ever.
You have activated my trap card.
Oh, no.
One of the
Yeah.
most exciting games of poker ever.
Got Armageddon's full of jokers, bitches. Wait, what? Boom!
Okay, well, we can snatch Mr. Ketch, get
Yep.
the Manufactorum, repurpose Mr. Ketch, meet it with our illustrious colleague, who seems to be, I'm sure we've dined as some company out on the war, out there on the far ends of the Reach, and persuade ourselves of many future business opportunities. Sound good, gentlemen?
Yeah,
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Get back into the swing of things. Feeling good.
Oh yeah. Quit saying "oh yeah," otherwise somebody's gonna crash through a wall.
Schnozberry Kool-Aid.
Oh, God. No. Not another coma. Please.
Dude, that's pure sugar. You're not gonna get into a coma. Not right away, anyway.
There are
Alright.
such things as diabetic comas.
Let's see. Sebastian, you and let's see, Aubrey. I think you two would be best suited to apprehend Mr. Ketch. Aubrey can deal with any aggressor foe. And Sebastian can gently convince him to come with us. You gentlemen beam back up to the ship, and while we try to figure out how we're going to get that damn Manufactorum out of here. That's big.
I was going to say, we couldn't just put it on board the Teleportarium, could we?
No, it's a factory.
No.
Can't
No,
have
it's-
teleport to factory.
I love that. No, hit the factory.
Like,
Dismantle it.
Everything's
We had-
bigger in
it's
Imperium.
up-
We get teleporters.
if he the ship ruptures. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
We could. You know how we've got 100 crew, and they like dangerous jobs?
Yes.
Mm.
You know how there's a
Ooh.
factory full of workers? Well, if we drop them into the factory, they could murder everyone in the factory
And hold it.
and hold it until we get a freighter in here and take it up that way.
We'd probably best sending the crew down with them, just as a measure of security if we did that.
Well, the crew
Sounds
just
good
has
to
to
me.
stay on planet to shoot any prisoners who come nearby.
Mm.
Point, actually, yeah.
Indeed, and we can't say no to new motivated labor force.
Where are we going to get a freighter from?
We
We
have
have-
one.
We already have one.
I mean,
It's-
if they come with us, they'll be free. Basically, just go to a different planet and just keep doing their jobs.
Well, I wasn't gonna take the labor, I was just gonna kill the labor off. There's only prisoners, what do we care?
Well, in all fairness, if we actually take the workers with us, it does mean we haven't got to worry so much about, well, training up a new bunch of people to do it.
I mean,
True, but they're
But
prisoners.
they're also
This is
prisoners.
This is a prison world. They did something to get thrown on here.
Or they could have been born on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or their great 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 grandfather. Yeah.
It's another
This is
version of Space Australia.
They're all.
Their great grandfather spit in the soup of one of the High Lords or something like that.
To be honest, if he spat in the soup at one of the High Lords of Terror, the High Lords of Terror would have just shot him.
Yeah.
where
Well,
is-
anyhow, that can be up to the crew to evaluate whether that they can keep the labourers or if do we really want to keep these prisoner labourers and take them to a new colony or
Meh.
Depends. I mean, the skilled ones might be useful, but if there's any just like untalented scum working it, then there's no real value in them.
It's been around a long time. There's no guarantee they have proper training. That is true. But I suppose, our men and our elite squad, I'm sure they can, assess the situation properly.
The way that I think of it is, have Sebastian call in our freighter to get over here,
Yeah.
and then while we're waiting for it, which will take a while, get the crew down there,
Keep in mind,
and
the message will take 1d5 weeks. At best.
Let me
I-
check my
I-
improved rules.
Where is the freighter?
It's doing shuttle runs between Solus and Summer, isn't it?
Yeah, in
Solus
fact-
and Belka?
Yeah, Solus and Belka. Solus,
put it
Belka,
on,
and Terra
Global
Nova,
Support.
so it's kind of somewhere between there.
So the best way for me to do it would be actually to relay, because to just shoot a message off is like a massive warp screen across.
Yeah.
Everybody can literally, the rules say, because the amount of psi rating I'd need to put in, the psyker, not targets, sends so powerfully he sounds like he's shouting, because I have to
Yeah.
basically scream so loud that they can hear me. Best thing for us to do would be to relay through like Lucian's Breath and Souls and Carmine and all that. And
Yep.
Lucian's Breath does have a cipher I gave them. Not
We
Lucian's
do
Breath.
have a communications hub right at our fingertips, gentlemen.
Well, we could just send to even Footfall and get them to relay the message through to Terra Nova, Solus, and Belka.
That's it, and I can send them a cipher so they won't know what we're talking about.
Yep.
So that'd
probably
be
the best bet.
that'd be a nearby system call, which would require a psi rating of 6.
Doable.
Alright.
Alright. So I
Can you
will
push that
need-
high?
Make
I
it so.
will to do only one push, but that will mean I'll have to roll on the psychic phenomena. But we are lucky because that's only a plus 10, I think. I'll double check. Yeah, it's only a plus 5 to that. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to roll for invocation first to make sure I can get it. Did I pass? Yes, I did pass. So I've got +1 from that. I've got +1 from the choir. That brings me up to psi rating 5, and I just need to push once to get it up to 6 to make the message. So let's roll on the psychic phenomena table.
Hooray!
Get ready, everybody!
Brace
I draw
yourself.
my magic pistol.
And we pass without any issue.
Oh.
The one I got was, so that's 36 minus 10 for being in a relay. So that's 26 plus 5 for pushing. So that's 31. Distorted reflections. Mirrors and other reflector surfaces within a 5d10 meters distort or shatter.
Yeah, so you need to replace a few mirrors, and Sebastian's got another 7 years. Bad luck.
He's been running on so many of
Yeah.
He's on decades of it now.
But
Yeah.
and the message takes 1d10 minutes. So
Yeah, I'm not going to bother have you roll for that.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so I'll say for the whole relay, it will take about a day to get a reply off them, because it'll take 5 minutes there, and then they'll bounce it through Gerasol, Footfall, Lucian's Breath, and then out to them. So I say after a day or so, you get a reply that they'll be on their way. 12 days, so 13 days until they arrive.
Damn, they move through the warp fast.
Well, they can use the Belka, is 1 day. Solace and Carmine to Lucian's Breath is 3 days, that's 4. Lucian's Breath to Footfall is 5, 6, 7. And then another day, 6 days from Footfall to Maziel.
Yeah, well, they could go Belka, Solus, Footfall, and Maxiel, which is 12 days.
Alright, 12 days.
See, everyone that isn't us, great navigation.
1, 6,
Well,
12.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna roll for them just to see how they do.
Oh god, you
Well,
had
that's
to say
12 warp
something. didn't you?
days.
Yeah, they're fine. They're arriving 12 days.
Oh crap.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 12 warp days. Yeah, sorry. I haven't finished that bit.
So we've got 100 troops, and we're going to try to hold a manufactorium with that. How big is the manufactory?
I think it's the size of a factory, so probably a couple of square kilometres. It's only 144 days you gotta wait.
That's a big space.
Yeah, and we don't have to warp in the attack just yet.
No. Oh, we lost Windy.
Windy!
Come back to us.
So
Don't go into the light!
Yeah, apparently it's psychic pushing of a message.
Hey,
Yeah,
we've
I
done
need
all
you to make
one
another
line.
roll. Because I need to see how well he did in the encryption.
Oh.
Is that Orv?
Yeah.
Qua?
We've lost Windy in game door.
I'm here.
Not Orv, sorry.
We've had everybody, haven't we, Uncle?
Yeah. Cole's new there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just only
Oh, I
got
see.
here.
Yeah.
I only got here because I guess one of my clocks is wrong.
And now we need Windy back so we can make him
He's
make a roll.
reconnected. It's fine.
Don't panic, don't panic.
We're not panicking.
The first rule of space travel is don't panic.
The second
Sorry,
rule
we
is
obey
not look out the windows.
I think we gave up on that rule a long time ago, given how well we usually do.
Hi, Wendy.
Hello, sorry. I think my little dongle thing decided this would be the best time to cut out on me. So I had to restart it.
Ah,
Of
right,
course.
okay.
Yeah, so I need you to make one more roll. This will be your cipher skill.
Let's see if I can send my own cipher. Is it a challenging or is it just ordinary? Or?
Challenging, so. 0.
So that's 52 plus 45 that I have for my cipher.
So you
Sorry,
failed.
that's 7. I think I passed.
Your cipher's only 45, isn't it? Or have that not been updated?
Oh, do I have to roll to my cipher stat?
Under it,
doesn't
you have
just...
to roll under it, yeah.
Oh, well, whoops.
So it wasn't very well encoded.
Ixnay.
You only replaced every third letter this time?
He's using Caesar's substitution wheel.
Nobody will know how this works.
Yeah, it's only 41,000 years out of date. It's fine. 42,000 years.
Hey, that's
That's
literally
actually
what the
really good.
That's literally what navigator ciphers are. They're old languages.
Yeah, but the concept is a bit old. I suppose if you used Latin, no one would understand you.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's literally what the navigators do. We use old languages.
Ixnay on the language,
But
eh?
no one knows. On the other
So
hand,
wait,
whoever
your
was
navigator
decoding it-
primer is in Spanish or something?
What? I can't get that out of my head now. Just hola amigos.
Navigators how they talk to each other, just in bad Spanish.
Oh,
Now
it's even worse.
cannons.
Most of them speak it horribly, so they're in Spanglish or something like that.
Right.
Spanglish, English. We're equal opportunity.
And
Oh,
some Japanese.
Rapanese. 50 cents attempt at it, was it? Or... Oh,
I
God,
don't
that's-
know. Sometimes the English makes sore sense as to what these rappers sing.
Yeah, point.
Actually, that's not just linked to rappers. I'm
Yep,
currently trying to get my head around that song current in the charts. That's just someone screaming, "This girl is on fire." Is she just standing there on fire? And it's just like,
Well,
Call for
literally
help.
speaking, it's correct.
yeah.
Kind of.